Hey, what's going on, everybody? In this video, talking about my strategy for the new leaderboards on NBA Top Shot. And if you aren't familiar with this yet, they put out some information about this. And essentially what it is you lock your moments for an entire year. And doing so in locking your moments, you basically just can't sell them or burn them. You can still use them for challenges, but you won't be able to sell them. Like if the price goes from it's maybe $10 right now to $40, you won't be able to sell. So that's the downside, but the upside is the top 750 will be eligible for some reward, and the first reward is coming in October of this year. So in this video, we're going to cover what I'm going to be doing, my strategy around it, how you guys can build some strategy around it, and then I'm going to show you guys the doc that I started, a Google Sheet that I'm going to be posting for the membership in the channel. So if you want to get access to that, you can join down in the membership. I'll be trying to update this every single week. And first off, let's just check it out. It's every single team and what it's going to take to be the last in the 750th spot to get on the top 750 of the leaderboard to be eligible for these prizes. Because if you're 751 or above, you're essentially going to be locking these moments for no reason. You're not going to be getting rewards, at least these first ones, unless they expand out the number of prizes for these team leaderboards. So I'm going to be filling these out for every single team, updating it every week and posting it in there for the channel. So on their blog post introducing NBA Top Shot leaderboards, a lot of information I just went over, and essentially how it works is all TSS Top Shot score related to get your score on the leaderboard. And the biggest news here is about the first reward. So the first reward is going to feature dynamic duos from the franchise past decades. So for the past 10 years, you're going to get some kind of airdrop of moments. I would assume they're going to be minted out of 750, and you're going to get two of their best players in the last 10 years. So obviously for like the Miami Heat, you could be getting LeBron James and Dwayne Wade, or for Cleveland, you could possibly getting LeBron as well and a Kyrie Irving. So that's how it would work. Obviously, if you get a LeBron, it'd be a few $100, maybe even above $500 for this. But if you're looking at a team like the Kings, you might get DeMarcus Cousins and De'Aaron Fox, which wouldn't be nearly as valuable. So that's something to keep in mind for this. The other is that the first drop is going to occur by October 2022. So don't know exactly what that means. It means they said by October 22, so that could be maybe in September, I guess at the latest, the last day of October. That's something to look into as well. So first off, to actually get these numbers, you come to the leaderboard page on Top Shot. Honestly, I don't know how to navigate to this. I just do NBATopShot.com/leaderboards in the URL, and you can see a leaderboard for every single team. So like the team I showed you in the spreadsheet, we have the leaderboards here, and to get to the bottom, I'm going to show you how long it takes to do this for every team. You can only load 100 at a time. So cruising through, you can load 100 at a time here. So you got to do this, I guess, 8 times, maybe 7 times to get to 750. And of course, the last one doesn't load. So 750 is 2097. So that's essentially, you have to be above that to get in the prize at this point. So that's pretty high for the Atlanta Hawks. But if we come back and look at another team, I'm not going to scroll all the way to the bottom again. We can look at the Kings here. So the Kings already off the bat, you can tell it's going to be a lot lower than 2,000 as we come into the 400th spot here. I guess the 500 spot, it's already under 2,000. So for a team like the Kings, it'd be a lot easier. And say I wanted to enter the top 750 of the leaderboard before I start locking all these moments. I want to know if I'm going to be making the top 750, right? Because you don't want to lock all your moments and then realize afterwards that you don't even have enough at that point to crack the top 750. What you're going to do is come over here and click on your Top Shot score at the top, And from there, you can see the overall score is 45,000, but you can sort by team. So the Atlanta Hawks, I'm only at 1,100. So even if I locked all 15 of the Hawks moments I had, I wouldn't crack the top 750. But then if I look at a team, I know my Miami Heat score is pretty high at almost 2,400. I might crack the top 750 with these moments. So definitely do this first if you're going to be locking your moments and you want to make sure you're in the top 750. My second strategy is to take a wait and see an approach. If 2,400 is good enough right now to get me in the 750 and I lock all these, maybe come September you need 5,000. So I would have to buy essentially $250 more worth of Heat moments is how the Top Shot score works, and then lock those to be in the top. So that's something to look out for as well. I'm kind of going to take a wait and see approach. There might be a mad scramble towards September or towards October, or when they announce the date they're going to take the snapshot of. They might not even announce the date, which is another thing. But a lot of people could be trying to increase their team score by locking moments closer to the date. So that's also something to be wary of. If you're locking all these moments now and you're like top 600 even, you might be passed up here in the next couple of months and you might have to put more money in. So just be aware of that as well with the leaderboards. So a counterpoint to not locking moments obviously is that one of them pops up in a flash challenge and is the bottleneck of the challenge. So one in particular last year that went crazy during challenges was a Desmond Bane, or his debut moment. I think this is the one that absolutely went crazy. So you can definitely see from this graph the price of this. I mean, was below 100, significantly below 100, 75, 85. And then in the flash challenges, this one went up to $500. So if you're locking moments that could potentially bottleneck, you are running the risk that your moment's worth $75 now, and then in the first couple of months of the season after you lock it, it could go up to $500 and you can't sell. And maybe the prizes that you get for locking these for a year don't even touch $500. So that's the risk you're taking. And there's a ton of moments like this, and a ton that are going to come out next year that are going to be bottlenecks as well that you might not want to be locking because of something like this. So this is the counter argument to locking these types of moments. And there's still a ton on the platform that only have debuts. So like Akpala only has a 12K. There's even guys that only have 4K moments like here, such as Joshua Prima, $59. He could be the starting point guard in San Antonio next year. This could easily hit in a flash challenge, go up to like $400, $500 like Desmond Bane was doing last year. So there's a risk of doing this. And if more people are locking their moments up, essentially can't sell them, so the price should go higher. So right now 132 people have this for sale. That means if everyone's locking their moments and can't list it for sale, there's only really 132 people that can complete certain challenges if this comes up in a flash challenge. And if you still have it, the value could be way higher than even 400 like we saw for Bane, because no one was able to lock those moments in the past. And potentially this one could be locked already. One thing they don't have on Top Shot here is how many are locked. So I don't know if that falls into the hidden impacts plus other category. It could be other as far as locked. I'm not exactly sure, but I think that would be pretty cool if they added something here of how many are currently locked in the NFT details section. So like I said, moving forward with this, when it comes to September, going to take a hard look at all of these leaderboards for these certain teams, see where my moments fall on them, and then if I hit in the 750, I definitely could be deciding to lock these moments up, considering if I don't have a lot of bottlenecks that I think could hit is going to be what I'm going to be looking at first of all, and then where I would sit and how good I think my odds are of actually making the top 10 and holding it. One last thing is they said to be revealed Pelicans team reel September 2022. So when that blog post said by October 2022, it might be in September and October at the latest. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Also, when this was announced a few days ago, a bunch of people locked them, so be on the lookout for a year from now. We could have an influx of people unlocking their moments and selling them or listing them, which could turn into a fire sale next July. So be aware of that as well. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, subscribe to the channel. Check out more videos that we got out here. Also, if you want to get access to this, which I'm going to be filling out completely and updating weekly for members of the channel, definitely join up in the channel as well. Appreciate you guys for checking this one out. Give me a like, leave a comment down what you think about the leaderboards, and I'll catch you guys in another video.